on behalf of the Department of Pharmacology, would take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed Principal, Dr. Yashpreet Devan Sir, University Coordinator, Dr. R.P. Singh Sir, Vice Principals, Dr. Puneet Ori, Dr. Lalit Sir, our guest of honor, Dr. Sanjay Gaur Sir, who is the Professor and HOD, Department of Pharmacology, Govt Medical College, Chief Proctor, Mr. Manoj Tiwari Sir, our all respected faculty members, and the students of SGRRIM&HS. Due to some reasons, our Vice Chancellor, Dr. U.S. Rawat, is not here with us, but he has sent his good wishes for the event. Adverse drug reactions, as we all know, are the leading causes of morbidity and mortality in all patients. Today, we have gathered here for a sensitization program on ADR monitoring and reporting, which would in turn promote rational use of medicines and ultimately reduce the harm to the patients, and which will lead to improvement in the public health. I sincerely thank you all for joining us today in this program for what promises to be a really informative, knowledgeable and fruitful event. We need your support to build up this event and make it memorable and successful. So thank you all for joining us. Now, as per the tradition, I would request Principal Sir, Dr. Yashpreet Devan Sir, to please come and inaugurate the program by lighting the ceremonial candle of wisdom and knowledge. Dr. Beg Sir, kindly accompany Sir. Dr. Sanjay Gaur Sir, please assist us. Vinita Ma'am, Niti Ma'am, Ori Sir, and Dr. Lalit Sir, please come and join us. Thank you, everyone. A special thanks to our principal, sir, for supporting us in this program, without which this event would not have been possible. Sir, I request you to please come on the dais and encourage all the students before we commence the program.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. What the most difficult thing is to give a speech. So you can well imagine my situation as I'm standing in front of you. I have gone through all the 20 posters you people have. Each one is par excellence. I can well imagine the situation of the judges. It is very difficult to choose best among the equals. But I still been able to justice on that. Who all prepared their vote? Your vote is very good. I must appreciate your effort. If you are a big man, somebody is right. We were actually really struggling with this adverse drug reporting. Just 2 months back, we had gone through the sanitary association. And one of the important points on which this hospital was assessed was the reporting of the adverse events. And the inspectors clearly pointed out there is significant under-reporting of this. I don't know why there is a fear in this. People feel this is a wrong injection or something. We all have different bodies, and naturally the drugs, which are all tested on human beings, but they behave differently when they are given to different people. It is not only important to report an adverse event as a doctor, as a nurse, or as a person who is actually receiving the medicine. It's still responsible. It is actually the moral responsibility to report this drug. However simple it may be, however adverse it may be. It can actually make a difference in the ultimate outcome of the patients who are being treated or who would be undergoing treatment with the same. You people have done an excellent job in the last few days to build up the awareness among the common people, among the doctors also, and the nursing staff. A big congratulations to you and your team leader, Dr. Bay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure your thought-provoking address will set up a perfect platform for the event. Sir, I request Aegis sir to felicitate Principal sir with a small token of appreciation.
I must say this plant is beautiful. As beautiful as your feet.
May I now invite our guest of honor, Dr. Sanjay Gaur sir, on the stage to accept a small token of appreciation. I would like to invite Dr. Ori sir to present the same. us today. I now invite Dr. Lalit sir to present a small token of appreciation to Dr. R.P. Singh. Thank you. May I invite Dr. M.J. Sadhu sir to present a small token of appreciation to Mr. Manoj Tiwari sir. Thank you, sir. I'm sure all of us are going to enjoy every bit of the program which we are going to commence now. So, we will be beginning with a brief overview of the journey of our India Monitoring Center, which is situated in the Department of Pharmacology. So, it is working with this goal to ensure the safety of health of Indian population by ensuring that the benefits of the use of the medicines will outweigh the risks associated with its use. So this is our primary goal with which we are functioning. And the journey of our ADR Monitoring Center started way back in 2009 when we established a pharmacovigilance unit in the Department of Pharmacology. And it was in its very preliminary stages, I must say, in fact, in its infancy stages. After that, in 2010 and 11 subsequently, we initiated the pharmacovigilance training of MBBS students in 2010 and MD pharmacology students subsequently in 2011. So the students were given the suspected ADR forms and they were expected to go to various wards of the hospitals. They used to collect the ADRs which were occurring in various departments, and we used to get a database as a result by the collection of these ADR reports. We have been striving all this while to establish an ADR monitoring center over the years, and finally in 2014 we proudly established a recognized ADR monitoring center which is functioning under the National Coordination Center, Ghaziabad, which is situated in Ghaziabad. So I am proud to inform everyone that our ADR Monitoring Center is established by the Government of India because the Pharmacovigilance Program of India was initiated in 2010 by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. In the beginning, the National Coordination Center was in AIIMS, New Delhi. That is in 2010. But later on, in 2011, for the better functioning of this center, it was shifted to IPC Ghaziabad, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, Ghaziabad. So that is now the primary center where we are sending all the ADR reports. As you can see, the website of the center, www.ipc.govt.in. So this is the website of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. Now, once these ADR reports are uploaded and sent to IPC, this IPC is functioning in collaboration with the CDSCO, that is the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. And WHO has declared it as a national regulatory authority for the usage of all the drugs in the country. So the approval, the disapproval or banning of all the drugs in India is regulated by CDSC. So this is the main authority in India. Whatever reports we are uploading to the National Coordination Center, they are further sent to the International Center, which is situated in Uppsala Monitoring Center, that is Sweden. So this is the headquarter, this is the building of the headquarter, as we all can see, of the Uppsala Monitoring Center. And final decision regarding the drugs, whether they need to be banned, whatever has to take place, is decided by Uppsala Monitoring Center, which is in Sweden. So coming back to the ADR Monitoring Center of our department. So since 2014, we are a recognized center, I'm repeating, and every month, diligently, religiously, we are uploading the ADR reports. After scrutinizing them, after filling up the ADR forms, we do a causality assessment, and the WHO causality scale is used for assessment of the ADR, what type of ADR it is, and then ultimately they are sent to the national and the international bodies. It is headed by Dr. Baig, Dr. M.A. Baig, who is the coordinator, and myself, I am the deputy coordinator of the center. We have a pharmacovigilance associate with us, who has been provided to us by the Government of India, Mr. Bipin Prakash Tamkar. He's here with us, and he is the main person who's responsible for collecting the reports from various wards of the hospital. So these reports, ultimately, he collects them, we check these reports. Every report has to be checked for its quality assessment, and only then, after the approval of the department, the internal committee, we upload it to the National Coordination Center. And these reports are uploaded via a software which has been provided to us by the government. We have a user ID and password for this. It comes by the name of Vigiflow. So this is the user ID and password. This is the website for uploading all the ADR reports. Vigiflow.in umc-org. So this is the site where we are uploading all the ADR reports. So once again, briefing the fate of the ADR data, the collection and evaluation of the reports is done. After that, WHO causality assessment is done, whether the report is a definite type of reaction, probable, possible, unlikely. So depending upon the parameters, we assess that. After that, the ADR report is entered into Vigiflow, which is further channelized to the National Coordination Center, IPC Ghaziabad. And then finally, the reports are submitted to Uppsala Monitoring Center, which is in Sweden. So, briefing the journey of our ADR Monitoring Center, these are the reports, precise data which we have collected over the years since 2014. We have been able to upload, as you can see, the reports are mentioned over here, 136 in 2014, 228 in 2015, then followed by the others, and there is a huge dip over here in 2020 and 21 is approved, so it is being used. So we are trying our best, and we are really grateful for all the numbers which you can see on the board, all the faculty members, the clinical departments who have supported us in this journey. We are really grateful to everybody. We are the ones who tell us that there is an ADR. We have provided our toll-free number of the government and also our department numbers. Any ADR exhibited in any ward of the hospital is just a call away. So we get there immediately and we collect the report and subsequently fill up the forms. So thank you everyone for supporting us in this journey of ours. Although the numbers are not very huge and our goal is still far behind, but we are striving our best and working hard each day, each month and each year. So once again, we need support from all sectors of the hospital, all the departments. Kindly support us and help us in better functioning, the smoother functioning of our ADR monitoring center, which would ultimately enhance the patient safety. Our primary goal is improving the health of the patients by whatever way it is possible. So for safeguarding them, we need to do all measures whichever are in our hands. So thank you all for this journey. These are the National Pharmacovigilance Week activities. As you can see, the glimpses. We started this program on 17th. We inaugurated it, and we distributed pamphlets in various wards of the hospital. All the students were there with us. Thank you, students, for your support also. So we updated the students also, and the pamphlets were there in Hindi so that they could understand it in a better way. And the various other programs which have taken place in the entire week, there was a sensitization program of nurses, paramedical students. Then some of the activities, it is an integral part of the UG teaching curriculum also. So our classes have also been incorporated with this. And we also organized an e-poster competition last year. So due to the pandemic, we could not have it on a large scale. So these are some of the posters which were presented by the students. It was held in the department only. So that's all. Thank you for being with me. And once again, ADRs are an important cause of morbidity and mortality, and its monitoring is very important to ensure patient safety and welfare. So this is the helpline number provided by the Pharmacovigilance Program of India and the department numbers also. So any ADR, please help us in the smoother functioning of this program. Thank you once again. So I would like to welcome Dr. Deepak Sani sir, who is the registrar of the university. Kindly accept a small token of appreciation from Dr. Sanjeev sir. Thank you, sir. So I will now request Dr. Shruti Malhotra to please take over the stage.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you everyone for being with us today. I would like to now take this opportunity to invite our eminent guest, Dr. Sanjay Gaur sir, to share his thoughts on the importance of adverse drug reaction monitoring and how it is useful in ensuring patient safety. Thank you, sir.
Great pleasure to be invited here. And to share few of my thoughts regarding this subject with you more. When I was coming here, I was introduced to new people with things of food. You have presented, you have prepared certain posters, and I was amazed, pretty amazed to see the quality of the posters. And I must say, whatever now I say, after viewing those posters, they may be a tad irrelevant. But anyhow, we'll start talking about pharmacovigilance. Now, pharmacovigilance, as you all know, is comprising of two words, pharmacol and vigilance. Pharmacol is obviously related to drugs. Vigilance means that you have to be well apprised of the situation. So that means pharmacovigilance. And as far as the pharmacovigilance is concerned, we are more concerned towards the development of adverse drug reactions. So when we talk about pharmacovigilance, immediately this particular term, adverse drug reaction, crops up into our mind. Now there are two when we talk about pharmacovigilance, usually every observation that we make is an adverse drug event if it is having a temporal relationship with administration of a drug. Right? So we get a suspected observation, we call it an event. And when we are able to associate this observation to the drugs, administration of drug, or we can say that we are able to get a temporal association with the drug, then we start calling it adverse drug reaction. So, if you go about the definition of pharmacovigilance, WHO has defined pharmacovigilance as the science and activities related to detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse drug events or any other possible drug-related problem. So the first thing is detection. For detection, you need a keen observation. You should be well known about the mechanism of the drug, the therapeutic potential or therapeutic effects of the drug, and also the unwanted effect of the drug. Any unwanted effect which is obviously not intended to be intentional use of or intended use of that particular drug. So, observation, then detection, and then you have to assess it, whether it is having a causal relationship with the administered drug or not. Then understanding why this is happening, what can be the other associations with the administration, and then the impact of this whole process is prevention of adverse reactions. So, how we can prevent? Obviously, we can prevent the drug, any of the drug administration by warning the patient, by changing the treatment or therapeutic protocols. But more importantly, the associations of or partial associations of any of the drug reactions may contribute to formulation of policies. This may contribute to withdrawal of drugs from the market. This may contribute to addition of these particular adverse reactions into the black box warning. Obviously, this process or policy making process is done at the higher level in the CEO. So, just going into the brief history of pharmacovigilance, as you can see here, the first reported clinical research was done for effectivity of lemon juice in scurvy patients.
came back in 1747. Then in 1937, and even for reporters, there are more than 100 children, to be very precise, it was around 123 children who succumbed to adverse effects because of sulfanilamide poisoning. So it started raising concern. Then it was also seen during 1950s, aplastic anemia. It was seen that the incidences of aplastic anemia rose in patients who were administered chloramphenicol. Then in 1961, this is we can say it produced a paradigm shift in thinking about the relevance and importance of observation of adverse reaction, the famous thalidomide disaster. And in fact, this 1961 thalidomide disaster paved the way for a structured pharmacovigilance. Then 16, World Health Assembly recognized the importance of quick action against adverse reaction in 1963. In 1968, the WHO started conducting research for international drug surveillance on a small scale. So it was a kind of a pilot study or feasibility study. In 1996, the structured standardized clinical trials started occurring in India. In 1997, India joined the bandwagon of ADR monitoring of WHO. And in 1998, pharmacovigilance started in India. In 2004, the National Pharmacovigilance Program was launched, and this program was redesigned as Pharmacovigilance Program of India. That was National Pharmacovigilance Program. Now it was redesigned as Pharmacovigilance Program of India in 2010. So this is the brief history of pharmacovigilance. And a classic communication, this was published in 1961 in Lancet. This was the communication through this pharmacovigilance was officially introduced in December 1961 by a publication of Mr. McBride. So that was the form of injection of pharmacovigilance. That's the first pharmacovigilance. Okay. So in 1968, WHO launched a program for international drug monitoring. So it dates back, the drug monitoring program dates back to 1968. And the aim of the program was to identify possible pharmacovigilance signals. In 1970s, the term pharmacovigilance came up. Formal use of this term pharmacovigilance started in late or mid 70s. Next. So we have seen that India joined this bandwagon in the late 1990s. In 1986, we had a formal area monitoring system which consisted of around 12 regional centers. In 1997, as I told you, that India joined the WHO program for international drug monitoring. In 2004, CDES established National Pharmacovigilance Program. And at around in the mid 2009, initially this was funded by WHO. And in 2009, WHO stopped funding of this program. But we knew the importance of this program, so this program was redesigned as Pharmacovigilance Program of India, and this was launched in 2010 by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And in 2016, certain amendments were done in Drug and Cosmetic Act, and pharmacovigilance became a mandatory requirement. So now every pharmaceutical manufacturer needs to have a pharmacovigilance unit. This is mandatory as per the Act. In October 2017, obviously, up till this, we were still struggling with the number of reports or number of cases being reported. There were two windows. So in 2017, October 2017, an expansion of this PBPI was indicated, and a national strategic plan for scale up of pharmacovigilance was launched in India to scale up the already existing infrastructure. And the aim of this scale-up plan was to establish pharmacovigilance systems at district hospitals, CHCs, PHCs under the umbrella of National Health Insurance. So this is a typical communication chart of the pharmacovigilance system in India. As you can see here, we have zonal offices of CDSCO. Then the healthcare professionals and patients, they can provide information, their case reports to adverse drug monitoring centers. There are hundreds of adverse drug monitoring centers. More than 300 adverse drug monitoring centers are functional, and they are increasing day by day. And now, NMC even has made it mandatory for every medical college to have an adverse drug monitoring center, as you people also have an adverse drug monitoring center in Department of Pharmacy. So this gives input to the National Coordination Center, the NCC, which is present in Ghaziabad. This National Coordination Center has got a steering committee, a working group, and then a signal review panel, a core training panel, and a quality review panel. Now, this quality review panel usually analyzes the quality of the case reports that are being furnished to ICC or NCC, and they try to reduce the data from the case reports that are being presented. And this whole report is then forwarded to working group, and this working group along with steering committee then takes its input to CDSCO headquarters. And depending upon the inputs, and along with this, a signal review panel. Now, signal review panel detects the signal. What is a signal? Signal is any observation that has got a causal association with the drug, and that is significant. So that is called a signal. So they detect the signal, accordingly apprise the working group, and this working group then accordingly gives its input to national headquarters, or which is present in New Delhi. Apart from the adverse drug reaction monitoring center, the adverse drug reaction reports or these case reports are also furnished by various professional bodies, pharmaceutical industries, various public health programs. So they all infuse the information regarding the adverse drug reaction to IPC. The IPC, with the help of these panels, process the information and then provides specific inputs to CDSCO. The NCC also collates all the case reports and furnishes this information to Uppsala Monitoring Center also. Where the same thing which CDSCO is doing, this Uppsala Monitoring Center also is then giving its input to the appropriate regulatory authorities. Yeah. So this is the communication portal, or you can say the communication network of PBPI of India. Okay. Now, the pharmacovigilance involves physicians, healthcare professionals, pharmacists. Their function basically is to analyze the effect or adverse effect of the drug. The NCC collates, or it is involved in data collection and analysis of the data. The signal generation is taking place, risk analysis is done, and then specific input is given to CDSCO, and then CDSCO, depending upon the input that it is receiving from NCC, may issue advisory about the use of any particular drug, or if any black box warning is to be issued, or even if the drug has to be withdrawn from the market, or if it has to issue a stop trial. Yes. So what is the scope of pharmacovigilance, or what do we do in pharmacovigilance? We monitor the adverse drug reaction or events. We focus on medication errors. We focus on counterfeit medicine. We focus on lack of efficacy of any particular formulation or any particular drug. We focus on abuse and misuse of medicine, and we focus on any kind of unfavorable interaction of the medicine. So these are all the scope of pharmacovigilance. These are all studied under the ambit of pharmacovigilance. Next. And the target, obviously, is the medicine, or the drugs, herbals, biologicals, medical devices, drug products, vaccines, and traditional and complementary medicines, or the herbal medicines or over-the-counter drugs. Yes. Now, having said that, one of the most important things about any system or any program or any curriculum is how do you assess its performance. Right? Obviously, you people, some of you are speaking. You go through one whole year of your training in this department, and at the end of your tenure, you people take an exam or assessment. So we need to have certain factors by which we can assess the functioning of the pharmacovigilance program. So we have certain indicators which assess the inputs, processes, outputs, outcomes, and impacts of pharmacovigilance program. Obviously, a program which is doing pretty fine on these aspects, but is not able to provide an impact. The impact basically is for safe use of medicine. The ultimate impact of pharmacovigilance program is safe use of medicine. So if it is not contributing towards increasing our knowledge and understanding towards safe use of the medications, then the whole thing is fruitless. So for analysis of this pharmacovigilance program, certain indicators have been divided. And these indicators, there are three types of indicators, like structural indicators, and this structural indicator usually assess and analyze the effectiveness of various pharmacovigilance structures. Say for example, the number of area monitoring centers that are functioning, the performance of the area monitoring center, the performance of NCC. Then it also analyzes the policy and regulatory framework. This is a qualitative indicator, and we usually have 10 core structural indicators. Similarly, we have process indicators. This process indicator assesses the extent of pharmacovigilance activities. Then it also analyzes or assesses the mechanism of pharmacovigilance, like the collection of data, analysis of data, collation of data, how these data are processed. Then this measures the extent to which the system is operating, meaning thereby that we have a whole establishment of pharmacovigilance under which any number of reaction monitoring centers are functioning. What is the operation status of these? Whether they are functioning properly or not? This is all process indicators, and we have 9 core process indicators. These are 4 indicators. 9 core process indicators. Similarly, we have outcome or impact indicators. Whether it is done by this, what is being done, what effect or impact this is producing, how many signals were generated, how many drugs were withdrawn from the market, how many black insertions or in black box warnings were generated. So this is the impact of the system. So we have around 8 outcome or 4 outcome of impact indicators. And besides these 4 indicators, we have 36 complementary indicators also, 11 structural, 13 processes, and 12 outcome of impact indicators. Next. Okay. Now, having talked about the indicator, this is a assessment of pharmacovigilance program of developing countries. This is Tanzania. This is Tanzania. Okay. Can you imagine where India is? Just a second. You can see our status as compared to Tanzania. And as you can see here, we are doing pretty fine on 4 structural indicators. Structural indicator means we are doing fine. We are increasing our database, we are increasing our reporting centers, we are involved in district hospitals, CHCs, PHCs. But in fact, our outcome indicators, we are pretty dismal. And one of the important reasons behind is that some of these studies, they obviously studied about the reason behind this dismal performance. And if you see that of the total number of ADRs that is being reported, around 64 to 65% of ADRs are reported by physicians or caregivers. Around 15 to 16% of the ADRs are furnished by ancillary staff, nursing staff. The role of pharmacists in reporting ADRs is pretty dismal. And the most striking thing that has come up during these studies is that the role of care receivers, that is the patients or the consumers who are actually taking the medicine, who are actually the first person to encounter any adverse reaction, because that particular adverse reaction is happening to him. He is the first person who knows about the adverse reaction. It is less than 1%. And if I go by that paper, it is 0.006%. So, the role of patients is pretty distant, absolutely negligible. Hence, the theme of this year's National Pharmacovigilance. The theme of this year's National Pharmacovigilance is encouraging reporting of ADRs by patients. Physicians अपना काम कर रहे हैं, they can improve. Ancillary staff, nursing staff, pharmacists, they are doing their job, they can improve. But if you talk about patients, their contribution is almost negligible. So that is why we have to encourage reporting of ADR by the patient. Next. So if you see this particular slide, this is the various stakeholders in the pharmacovigilance system. We have regulators, obviously CDSCO, DCGI, then we have health authorities, the state health authorities, the central health authorities, clinicians, one of the pillar of pharmacovigilance, carers, the caregivers, ancillary staff, and these carers can be caregivers of patient also, their relatives or whosoever who is attending to the patient, the attendants of the patient, pharmacists, and the industry. MEH, marketing and authorization holders. MEH, marketing authorization holders. The manufacturer of the drug or those agencies who are marketing the drug. And this slide depicts the crux of the core of this old pharmacological system is the patient. So this is also patient-centered or patient-centric program, and the core, the patients, they are contributing almost negligibly to the reporting process. So this reporting process has to be improved. We have to encourage the patients to report any adverse drug reaction that they are encountering. So what is patient-centeredness? The healthcare that establishes a partnership among practitioners, patients, and their families to ensure that decisions respect the patient, his wants, his needs, and his preferences, and that patients have the education and support they need to make decisions and participate in their own care. The bottom line is, as we say, एक ग्राहक भगवान होता है, right? The same thing applies here. We have to make the patient feel as king. We have to make them feel important. We have to make them feel that we care for their health, we care for their attitude, we care for their ideas, we care for their apprehensions. Right? Next. So this patient-centric approach, you could see that in early 1960s, we only, because obviously the structured pharmacovigilance system, it came into being quite late in 1990s. But we had, I mean, if you talk about the global scenario, we had a spontaneous reporting mechanism, and this was in existence way back in 1960s. So it was seen that the spontaneous reporting reporting system was very distant. The number of reports was very distant. Very minuscule number of incidences or events were reported. So if we incorporate or include patients in this whole scenario, we can have an extra source of information and reduce the limitations imposed by under-reporting. So if the patient starts understanding something is going wrong with me, this may be because of the drug, and I should report this to the authorities so that appropriate measures can be taken. But if you are able to do this, even the patient will start coming forward. And obviously this under-reporting process or under-reporting phenomena, this will be taken care of. So that is the idea of patient-centeredness or patient-centric attitude. It's not about eccentricity, patient-centric attitude. The consumer reporting, obviously this will be better. Why? Because the consumers can provide us first-hand information, especially with OTC, the over-the-counter medication and herbal drugs. कितने ही हाउसहोल्ड ऐसे हैं जिनमें की हर्बल ड्रग्स, बाबा जी की घुट्टी या काढ़ा ऐसे ही पी लिया जाता है without any indication, without any prescription, or without any supervision. So obviously the patient is a person who first can detect that something is wrong with me, and this wrong may be associated with the drug that I have taken a few days back, or just today, or just now. So that is the basic idea of including or encouraging the consumers of patients into this whole chain. Some studies have shown that patients identity, these patients identify report areas quicker क्योंकि वो patient के साथ हो रहा है. So they will report this quickly. Caregiver or a physician will wait. It's just report takes time, these reports take time, then I report to the लेकिन क्या है तो पेशेंट के साथ नहीं होगा, लेकिन पेशेंट को अपने आप के लिए वो खुद से इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो he will definitely report any kind of adverse reaction that or suspected adverse reaction that he is experiencing, and this will definitely improve the reporting statistics. Direct patient reporting promotes patient rights and improves their involvement in the health system. This is one of the most important aspects. We have to make the patient feel important. We have to make him feel that he is part of the system. And how we can make this happen? By educating the patients on this. So the patients and of course their carer or caregiver, they primarily have the responsibility to comply with treatment schedules and recommendations. Usually what we expect, we give a prescription to the patient and then we just jot down the schedule, and we expect that patient has to stick to this स्टडी। जब भी आपके पास पेशेंट आएगा तो सबसे पहले आप यही पूछते हैं दवा समय से ली थी तो नहीं ली थी, जितनी बार बोला तो उतनी बार ली थी तो नहीं ली थी। So we try to ascertain the compliance of the patient. And earlier, the area reporting was centered on regulators, the healthcare professional or healthcare provider, the physician. But now, this has started shifting towards the consumer, or once again, I would say, patient-centric approach. So what we can do to enhance or encourage or increase the involvement of patients in this system? Obviously, it is you people or healthcare providers or physicians who have to take the responsibility to educate the patient. What to report? Where to report? How to report? When to report? ये तो आप ही को बताना होगा। So, the responsibility of physicians, or the responsibility of caregivers in educating the patient, to take the patient who is important, is so we can encourage the patient or help the patient to share their experiences, increase their knowledge and awareness, and educate them. Nowadays, there are n number of measures by which we can increase the knowledge of patient. आप में से कितने लोग शाहरुख खान को जानते हैं? Almost everybody. मिले हो कभी उससे? तो फिर कैसे जानते हो? और शायद उसके घर में कुत्ता कौन सा है, उसका कुत्ते का नाम क्या है, ये भी आपको पता होगा। कैसे? आपको कभी नहीं देखा उसके घर? आप जानते हो उसको? वो आपको नहीं जानता। That people even exist on the face of earth. लेकिन कैसे? Cinema, magazines, multimedia, social networking sites. उन्होंने आमिर खान को, शाहरुख खान को आपके घर में घुसा दिया, आपके ड्राइंग रूम में आया। तो मेरे शाहरुख खान के साथ हो सकता है, तो पेशेंट्स के साथ क्यों नहीं? अगर आप पेशेंट्स को, नॉर्मल पॉपुलेशन को बीम करें इस इंफॉर्मेशन से, उन सोशल मीडिया साइट से व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज आ रहा है, उनके इंस्टाग्राम पे मैसेज आ रहा है, उनके फेसबुक पे मैसेज आ रहा है, छोटे छोटे क्लिप चल रहे हैं टीवी पे, एडवर्टीजमेंट हो रहा है, तो आपका पेशेंट भी फार्माकोविजिलेंस को उसी तरीके से जानने लगेगा जैसे कि वो शाहरुख खान को या आमिर खान को जानता है। सो दैट इज द आइडिया ऑफ एजुकेटिंग, क्रिएटिंग अवेयरनेस अमंग दी पीपल। आप उनके ड्राइंग रूम में घुस जाएंगे थ्रू मल्टीमीडिया मेजर्स, थ्रू एडवर्टीजमेंट, नॉट फिजिकली। Then involving healthcare providers to increase their patients' awareness, obviously आपको करीब है, प्लस आपसे ज्यादा टाइम वो जो एंसिलरी स्टाफ है आपका, रिव्यूसिंग स्टाफ, रिफॉर्मर्स, उनके साथ बिताना। आपके पास वो ओपीडी में आएगा 2 मिनट से। So we have to educate them also, or we have to involve the ancillary staff to educate the patients accordingly. Sending electronic reminders by email, telephone, calls to patients, customers to encourage them to report. कॉल्स आ रही है, उनके फोन पे कॉल, एडवर्टीजमेंट की कॉल आती है, बैंकिंग से कॉल आती है, आपको लोन चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए, दिन में कम से कम 10 बार। तो अगर किसी बैंक से कॉल आ सकती है तो फार्माकोविजिलेंस से रिलेटेड कॉल क्यों नहीं आ सकती पेशेंट? इतना डीम करे इंफॉर्मेशन को कि पेशेंट के दिमाग में वो टॉप फ्री नंबर चिपक जाए। Then NCC, they have also developed the application, Android-based application. So we can encourage our patient to download that application on their mobile phone. Every person is having a mobile in his hand, a smartphone in his hand. We can use that smartphone to enter into the patient's brain. Next. And then ensuring that means of reporting काम दिया पेशेंट को कि ये करना है, ये करना है, लेकिन ये नहीं बताया कि करना कैसे है. A patient wants to report, but he does not know कि फॉर्म कहाँ से मिलेगा, कैसे करना है. So we have to educate and we have to make the material, the form easily accessible to the patient. Then only he will be able to report. एक बार उसको प्रॉब्लम आएगी, दोबारा वो कोशिश ही नहीं करेगा. So that's very important. Ensuring that reporting forms contain clear instructions. The instructions should be unambiguous. कोई ambiguity नहीं होनी चाहिए. Obviously, the level of understanding of you people is quite different as compared to the patient, who is a layman, may be uneducated at many times. So, the reporting forms should contain very clear and specific instructions. Acknowledging the effect of reports by phone calls, letters and emails. Now, this is a very good gesture. आपके पेशेंट ने अगर रिपोर्ट किया तो get back to the patient to just say thanks. तो thanks बोलने का कौन था? पेशेंट को importance फील होगा, कंज्यूमर को importance फील होगा and he will be encouraged to do it again. जब दूसरी बार उसके साथ होगा तो वो फिर करेगा, क्योंकि आप उसको acknowledge कर रहे हैं. Right? आपका कम्युनिकेशन अगर किसी के साथ हो रहा है and he doesn't care to acknowledge, उसके बाद क्या करते हैं? हम कम्युनिकेट करना उससे छोड़ देते हैं. लेकिन अगर वो acknowledge कर रहा है तो आप कम्युनिकेशन बार-बार करें. So this is very important to acknowledge the effort of the patient. Providing the public a feedback by statistics published in public websites and in public newsletters. पेशेंट्स ने जो किया, जो रिपोर्टिंग करी, आप उसका क्रेडिट उसको दें और उसको दें आपके एफर्ट के कारण हमारा ये स्टैटिस्टिक्स. देहरादून से हमने पहले हम 200 करते थे, आप लोगों ने कंट्रीब्यूट किया तो अब 1000 कर दिया. तो that will also give a boost to the patient. So another important thing about educating the patient is to use graphics. As you people have prepared certain graphics, certain posters, it was very interesting. मैं जो ग्राफिक यहाँ पे दिखा रहा हूँ, वो उसके सामने कुछ नहीं है. But yes, this can be a medium to effectively educate a patient. So coming few slides, मुझे कुछ caricatures मिलते हैं. Just place these caricatures inside. Just for example, these can be used along with specific instructions or specific information. The most important thing here is the instructions and information should be in vernacular language, in language which your patient can understand. Right? आप किसी गुरु के अंग्रेजी अगर इसमें लिख देंगे, तो that is good for the day. Simple हिंदी में लिखिए, क्या जिस language में patient understand कर सकता है. That is what we call as vernacular language. The language more commonly used in that particular population and that particular area. जैसे कि vernacular language, this can be used in, this has to be used in the instructions and information has to be used in vernacular language. These GIS, they can be sent to mobile phones. Easily भेज सकते हैं. Now this is important. Why I have included this? You are talking to a senior citizen. Is it simple? Right to. You're talking to you can say Gen Xers or next gen people. They will obviously prefer email me or text me or accordingly emoji me. Right? So this is also important. What is your target? If it is a senior citizen, then you have to communicate accordingly. Emoji समझ ही नहीं पाएगा. And if it is a person of the age 17, 18, 20, 25 years, he'll prefer emoji. Because he can connect to. He is using these emojis day in and day out, so he can connect to. to choose the mode of communication accordingly, depending upon the format. So, in turn, what we are striving to formulate a robust pharmacovigilance system which is easy to use. The forms are lucid, they are simple, very easy procedures. At the click of a button, the form is sent to the destined position, destined office, just at the click of a button. Collection of reports allows reporting by patients and healthcare providers. The patient-centric approach, well structured to facilitate analysis. It should be well structured. Every person should have a definite duty allocated. इसको क्या करना है ये clear कर पड़ा है. So there should be no overlapping, there should be no confusion. Standardized procedures and definitions. This is also important. जो definition या जो mark, जो identification what we use in Jammu and Kashmir should be applicable in Andaman and Nicobar also. So the processes has to be standardized, the definition has to be standardized. Otherwise, confusions may drop. Allows analysis on product class level and on individual product level. The product class level that we are producing, the manufacturers are producing, and then specific products, brand names, they have to be analyzed. Procedures for analysis of aggregated information. We are getting whole lot of information. N number of case reports are being filed. Then we should have a structured, well-defined procedures to analyze. We should have up to the mark software for analysis of the data. Good communication practices. Again, emailing, emojis, photos, and all those things. This is very important. And then last but not the least is training. Training of all those who are stakeholders in this pharmacobusiness ecosystem. By this, we will be able to achieve a robust, very productive and best suited to those outcome or impact indicators. So that is the idea of developing this pharmacobusiness system by including patients in the center of adverse drug reaction reporting or generation of information.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us on the importance of reporting areas. I would request Dr. Govt sir to please come up on the stage and give a small token of appreciation to sir. I would request Registrar sir to please be on the stage for giving a small token of appreciation to Dr. Sanjay Gaur sir for his presence today with us. Thank you so much, sir. Now it's time that we see some of of our talented students performing. So it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our batch 2020 students in front of you, who will be staging a small skit for all of us in lieu of the importance of ADR reporting and how we can ensure patient safety by reporting the ADRs in time and saving our patients. So the team, kudos to you. Let us start with it. Let us encourage them.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. On the occasion of Pharmacovigilance Week, we MBBS Batch 2020 bring to you a play demonstrating the harmful side effects of drugs and the importance of reporting them. What is an ADR? An ADR, also known as adverse drug reaction, is an unintended reaction for a drug taken at doses normally used in humans. A noteworthy example of an ADR that took place between the year 1957 to 1962 is that of a drug thalidomide, taken by a pregnant woman suffering from which ultimately led to severe birth defects, phocomelia. In the baby born to these mothers, becoming the principal cause for the formation of UK's Committee on the Safety of Drugs and Medicines Act of 1968. This was the first step in the direction of area reporting. Cutting to the chase, scene 1 depicts a 35-year-old man who was recently prescribed medication for hypertension coming to the clinic with complaints of headache, fatigue, nausea. The doctor orders the complete panel for follow-up symptoms.
Patient number 21.
समझना लेकिन उतना सर में बहुत दर्द हो रहा है लेकिन वो चक्कर भी आ रहा है ये कोई एक हफ्ता होगा पहले भी कभी हुआ है ऐसा कुछ डॉक्टर अब वो होगा कि इतना
पूरी बाबा
तुम्हारी शादी भी नहीं है? ये तो काफी बड़े लगते हो।
आप बहुत ऐसे बेवस बोलते हैं
नाम क्या है तुम्हारा?
किंतु
कुछ दवाएं लिख रहा हूँ, सुबह शाम लेना है और 7 दिन बाद फॉलोअप पे आ जाए।
Scene 2.
आज की ताजा खबर।
Media seems to have taken interest in this area that has chanced upon Chintu. Let's see what they have to say.
नमस्कार नमस्कार नमस्कार। स्वागत है आपका कल तक पे। कल तक से मैं रिपोर्टर गुलगुल कैमरामैन चुलबुल के साथ ले चलती हूँ आपको सीधा चिंटू के घर।
चिंटू वही है जिसका दिल धक 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 करता है।
क्या मैं चिंटू की माँ कहूँ? चिंटू की माँ? कैसा लग रहा है आपको? आपका लड़का 2 महीने से बीमार है।
हाय रे रब्बा, मेरे पुत्र को की हो गया? चंगा बनाती, पता नहीं की हो गया।
हो गया ओ कोई ना ठीक हो जाएगा शेरपुर का हौसला है।
चिंटू और उसका भाई कहाँ है? कैमरामैन
कहाँ है?
चिंटू और उसके भाई कहाँ हैं? ये क्या चल रहा है? यहाँ तो नाच गा रहा है।
चिंटू भैया आपको क्या हुआ? चिंटू भैया
टीवी हो गया है, कोई टीवी।
चिंटू भैया आप ठीक हो?
ए हो, आपको कोविड है भैया, आपको कोविड है। भैया को कोविड है।
नहीं हो सकता है। चिंटू भैया आप ठीक हो? चिंटू भैया क्या हो रहा है आपको?
भैया को कोविड हुआ है।
मम्मी टीवी भी हो सकता है।
क्या हो गया पुत्र? सुनिए ना, कितने समय से खांसता है, इसको कहीं दिखा देते हैं ना।
क्या करें इसका टेस्ट करा लिए।
अरे अजी, आपका बस चले ना तो मेरा पुत्र मर जाए।
झूठ तो नहीं बोल रहा ना बेटा। एक काम करते हैं, मैं बाबा को जानता हूँ, बाबा 420 वो काफी
ठीक है, जो
Scene 3. Round and round to doctors and still no cure.
आखिर में माँ बाप भी हुए अंधविश्वास के शिकार।
Here we have it.
तो बाबा 420।
बाबा ये हमारा बच्चा है बाबा, काफी लंबे टाइम से इसको खांसी हो रही है, ठीक ही नहीं हो रही बाबा, आप कुछ करिए।
तो पैर तो ठीक है, आगे तो आ जाओ। हाँ जी माता जी, आप बताइए क्या सुविधा है?
जी नहीं, ये तो मेरे बेटे को दिखाना है।
अरे क्या हुआ गलत? ओ मैं क्या किया हो गया पुत्र? खांसी हो रही है। घबराओ मत, मेरी दवाई खाकर आज तक कोई पता लोग नहीं गया। हाँ 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 हाँ। हाँ दो, अरे दो
बेटा,
ये लो, ये चूरन है, ये दिन में 3 बार, सुबह खाली पेट, शाम को खाली पेट और रात को खाली पेट। चूरन खाओ और चटकारे मारो। बाबा 420 है ये ऐसी चीज कि दर्द भी बोले प्लीज। शीशी का है,
क्या ये ये है चुलबुल बाम। ये सुबह शाम पेट पर, सर पर और हेटर्स के हेट पर लगाओ और जाओ। दिल क्या शरीर का अंग अंग तड़केगा। ये बाबा 420 का वादा। और बताओ क्या है इरादा?
चिंटू के माँ बाप हुए परेशान, उसकी हालत हुई दिन भर दिन खराब। ना मिला कोई इलाज, ना मिली कोई राहत। आइए देखे क्या पाता है चिंटू का कोई इलाज।
मम्मी आ रही हो? टेंशन में लगी हो? चिंटू ठीक तो है? अरे तुम्हें क्या बताओ, चिंटू की वजह से तो मैं इतनी परेशान हूँ। भगवान करे उसकी सारी दिक्कतें मेरी झोली में आ जाए। चिंता ना करो, पास में एक अस्पताल खुला है, समय काफी अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छे डॉक्टर हैं वहाँ पर। दिखा दो तुम, चिंटू ठीक हो जाएगा। अच्छा, मैं चिंटू के पापा को चिंटू के पापा। अजी, मैंने सुना हमारे मोहल्ले में बड़ा अच्छा अस्पताल खुला है, चिंटू को उधर ही दिखा देते हैं। कितने समय से खाता है?
मैं नहीं जा रहा हूँ किसी अस्पताल पे। ये काम रहेगा मुझे, अपना काम नहीं रखना मुझे, इसके लिए मैं कहूँगा। और भी कई काम मुझे स्पोर्ट पे सारे जगह दिखा दे, सारे टेस्ट करा लिए। अब क्या करें दिखा दो।
किसके लिए कमा रहे हो? किसी के लिए तो कमा रहे हो।
चलो बेटा।
नहीं मम्मी, मैं नहीं जाऊँगा। नहीं जाऊँगा। नहीं मम्मी, आपने जहाँ बोला ना वहाँ गया, कोई फायदा नहीं हुआ। आप उस बाबा 420 के बाद भी दे दें, वो भी 420 निकला। लेकिन मैं जा रहा हूँ।
नमस्कार, आइए। हाँ जी, बताइए क्या दिक्कत है?
हमारे बच्चे को काफी दिनों से खांसी है और वो ठीक ही नहीं हुई है। हमने सारे टेस्ट करवा लिए, हमने इतने पैसे खर्च कर दिए। एक बाबा को भी दिखाया, बाबा ने चूरन दिया, चूरन खाने से पेट दर्द हो गया। हमारी दिक्कत बढ़ रही है, कम नहीं हो रही।
कितना टाइम हो गया खांसी को?
काफी लंबा टाइम हो गया।
मैं इनकी जांच कर लूँ एक बार? इनको कोई और बीमारी, कोई दवाई, बीपी, शुगर कुछ चल रहा है इनको?
इनको बीपी की दवाई चल रही है।
आप बीपी की दवाई का खर्चा दे सकते हैं मुझे? कब से चल रही है इनकी बीपी की दवाई? आप देख रहे हैं, जब से इनकी दवाई शुरू हुई है, इनको खांसी हो रही है। तो जो इनकी दवाई है वो इनकी खांसी का जड़ है। मैं इनकी दवाई बदल देती हूँ, आप लोग चिंता मत करिए।
उससे तो कुछ नहीं होगा।
नहीं, उससे कुछ नहीं होगा। और कभी कभी कुछ दवाइयों के दुष्परिणाम हो जाते हैं, जैसे कि खांसी है, उल्टी होना हो जाती है। इनसे चिंतित मत होइए। अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है तो इस नंबर पर संपर्क करिए और अपने आसपास वालों को भी सतर्क करिए और सचेत रहिए। So through this play, we tried explaining to you that how different drugs can have an adverse impact on one's health and how important it is to acknowledge these areas.
I hope we did justice to the topic, importance of media reporting. Thank you for your patience and time.
Thank you so much, everyone. And you indeed have done complete justice to the topic. I'm sure so on behalf of everyone present here, thank you all. This performance, which I want to agree has been spectacular. And I'm sure that as doctors yourself, as future doctors, you will be inculcating this habit of creating this awareness amongst your patients right from the very first day of your OPDs. So moving forward, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Gauri ma'am to take over the stage. Thank you, Suti. A lot of effort has been put by all the students, as we saw, in the whole program, including the poster competition. And I will now be displaying all the 20 posters that have been prepared so that we can have another short glimpse of all the work done by the students. So this is just a short glimpse. All of the posters will be displayed here from 1 to 20. And all of them deserve a round of applause. All of them are very creative. We discussed the ideas with all the students and everybody participated. It was a great participation. This is group 9, group 10, group 11, group 12, group 13, group 14. You should clap for your own poster. Group 15, group 16, and then here. Now we'll be announcing the name of the winners. So everybody put in a great effort, right? It was very creative and innovative. It could be seen because of that the competition was also kind of tough. It was tough for the judges to decide who will win and who will not win. It was a close call, but still there had to be some winners, right? So while we'll be announcing the winners, just wait for 2 minutes. Yeah, you can, there are any guesses for the third, second, first? Any other guesses? Who's on the first prize?
Group 13. 13. Dry juice.
Not very good. Might be refuse. Somewhere. That's it. Alright, so now we'll be announcing the winning posters. So the third prize is because it was such a tough competition. So the third prize is shared by 3 groups. All of them got equal marks. Group 14, 18, and Group 19. I call all the representatives of the groups of 13. All the participants also come on stage. Group 18 and Group 19. Please come on stage. The representatives all of you come on stage, you can share the stage. First, I request Dr. Alka, Principal Pharmacy, and Dr. Arun Kumar to please present the third prize to group number 13 for the third prize. Please round of applause. Group 13. So group 13 for prize number 3. All the participants of group number 13, please come up on stage. Alright.
Thank you, ma'am and sir, for gracing us with your presence here. I now request Dr. Prashant Kumar and Dr. Manoj to please present group number 18 with the third prize. All the members of group number 18, please come up on stage. A huge round of applause for group 18, please. Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Lokesh and Dr. Vitender to please felicitate group number 19 with the third prize. All the members of group 19 kindly come up on stage. A huge round of applause for group 19, please. Thank you so much, sir. Alright, now for the second prize. So any guesses for the second prize? Alright, so the prize for the second winner, the second prize goes to group number 7. So they had a very attractive and a very eye-catching poster. It was very creative. And I request Dr. Anjali, Dr. Nidhi and Dr. Rubina to please felicitate the students of Group 7 for their very deserving, innovative and creative course. All the members of Group 7, please come up. Thank you, ma'am.
Now finally, the first prize. Who? Somebody? Alright. So now, finally the first prize goes to group number 8 for the very attractive and very eye-catching poster. I request Dr. Registrar Sir, Dr. Deepak Sahni and Dr. Sanjay Gaur Sir to please come and felicitate the students of group number 8. जोर से बजाओ for their effort, for their hard work, the dedication that all of you have put in. Thank you so much, sir. Alright, so it was a very, we would now like to honor the judges. I would request, now we'd like to honor the judges for taking out their valuable time to be with us here all. I request Dr. Ori sir to please present Dr. Sulekha with a token of our appreciation.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to judge the posters. A very difficult task to do. All the posters were lovely, a lot of efforts were put in, but we had to judge, so, and there were 4 judges, so hence the results. Lovely posters.
The other judges are right now not with us, but we have to honor them as well. Collect them. So Nidhi ma'am, please come up on stage and collect the prizes or the honoring mementos on behalf of the judges. Dr. Lalit sir, please come and present to Nidhi ma'am. Judges were Dr. Jagdish Rawat sir, Dr. Vinita ma'am, and Dr. J.P. Sharma. I know you still have questions already. We are really grateful to all the staff who have supported us and helped us in executing this program without whom it wasn't really possible.
I call on stage Mr. Bassi, Mr. Rajiv Bassi, who has played a vital role and has been the backbone of this whole program. I would request Rajiv Bassi to please come on the stage. I request Dr. Karman ma'am to please felicitate messages. Thank you, ma'am. I request Mr. Sanjeev Usainji to please come up on stage to receive a token of our department's appreciation for his work. I request Dr. Bhavna Malik to please come and felicitate Sanjeev Usainji, and Mr. Husky will receive the token of appreciation on his behalf. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Bipin, please come up. What are the candidates who have been the killer for us? Bharti, Pradeep, Mr. Pradeep, and Rashmi. They are our attendants in the department, and we would like to express our gratitude towards all of them for supporting us throughout. Thank you so much. Alright, so it was a very enlightening and educational program. We have a faculty photograph.
Thank you. Correct? Wanted all the students, it was your program and it is you who are putting all the effort. We are very thankful to all of you.
अरे यहाँ से मत जाओ, गिर जाएगा।
All the programs, exceptional work by all of you. आप बताइए कैसे इसको बड़ा
क्यों नहीं मानता? जगह है शायद।
आ ही नहीं सकते।
फोन से आ जाएंगे वाइड एंगल से।
फोन से आ जाएंगे।
आप चले हो पीछे किसी कुर्सी पे खड़े हो।
फायदा ही नहीं, फिर फ्लैश ही नहीं आएगा वहाँ तक। ये तो लाइट का भी चक्कर है ना। बस मैं इससे आगे जाऊंगा, जो इसके बाद होंगे वो कट जाएंगे। चलिए ठीक हो गया, ठीक है। हाँ सब बढ़िया, सब बढ़िया, बहुत बढ़िया। मैं इसके ऊपर खड़ा हो जाता हूँ, इस स्टूल के ऊपर है ना। अब तो यूज कर लूँ ना इसे,
इस पे ना।
हाँ बस इसके ऊपर खड़ा हो। बहुत बढ़िया, ये बड़ी बात कुछ।
ये मेरा वाला है।
चलिए यस सर 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 सर। बस अब बस अब बस
और नहीं।
अब बस चलिए यस 1 2 3 सर यार जगह। हाँ बिल्कुल बढ़िया। बस मुझे इतना समझ आ रहा है कि ये भाई गया एक तो सर थोड़ा सा, वरना बाहर है फ्रेम से। चलिए ठीक है यस। अरे आप भी जा रहे हो, जल्दी जाओ फिर। यस